Nice performance tonight. I'm GM and President of Team Operations for the Dallas Mavericks. We're picking 17th in the upcoming draft and are very interested in what you bring to the table. All right, let's get to it. Here in Dallas, we have an owner whose goal for this franchise every year is to bring home a title. He's willing to spend a lot of money to make that happen, as he has proven in the past. We bring players in, and if they don't perform, we bring in new players who will. There's a lot of pressure to perform here. Do you think you can handle that kind of pressure?
While it's true I've never experienced that level of pressure, I think it's something I'll be able to handle. Playing in Dallas is everyone's dream. It's pretty well publicized how well the players are taken care of down there. I want nothing more than to be part of the Dallas Mavericks tradition.
Interesting. Next question. If you were a GM, where would you draft yourself in this draft?
Honestly, I don't care about any of that. I want to play for your team, whatever pick it is. To me, it's not about going number one or going in the lot. I want to go to a team that is a great fit for me, and I definitely think you guys fit that bill for me.
Great answers. I really think you'd fit in great with us. Here's hoping we're able to draft you with our pick. Greetings. I'm the GM and Director of Player Personnel for the Rockets. We have 3 mid-round picks in the upcoming draft and are looking at you for one of those picks. We have a couple of questions to ask you before we move forward. Let's get going. This is a question we ask all our potential draftees, and I want you to answer it as honestly as possible. Where do you see your career going? What do you hope to achieve out of your career? Ultimately, what do you want your legacy to be?
Wow. Okay. So I want my career to go wherever it takes me, as cliche as that sounds. Ultimately, I want to be the best basketball player and best team player I can be. At the end of the day, that's really all I can ever ask out of myself. I want to be remembered as someone who gave 110% every time he set foot on the court.
Okay, last question. How did you feel about your game tonight? What stood out to you?
I felt pretty good. I could have shot the ball a little better. I could have done some things a little better, but all in all, I think I did okay.
Some interesting answers. Thanks again for your time. Well played out there tonight. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the GM of the Denver Nuggets. We're picking 20th in the upcoming draft. We love what we saw in you and want to ask you some questions to see how well you'd fit in with us. Question number 1. We feel like we already have good point guard depth on our roster with Ty Lawson leading the way, but it's our duty as an organization to explore every position for depth. How do you think you would mesh with Lawson in the backcourt?
Ty would be an excellent sidekick, man. I know as soon as I arrive on the scene that I'm going to be the go-to guy and lead the team to the promised land. Having a playmaker who can score as well would just make that all the easier. We would definitely be the core that you could build around. Definitely.
All right then, one more. As a younger team, I feel like we have a lot of opportunities for you. I'm here to tell you that you have a chance to be our franchise centerpiece if you put in the work. How many other teams can offer you that? That being said, we still have a couple of years ahead of us where we're going to be acquiring young talent and assets. We might struggle a bit in those years. Are you going to be able to remain focused during the rebuilding years?
I've never really lost in my entire life. I've always been good enough to propel every team I've ever been on to success. I realize the NBA will be different in that regard, at least at the start of my career. This will really test my patience, but as a man, I'm definitely up for the challenge.
Okay, I think we were able to get a good read into what you're all about. We'll be in touch.
Good evening and welcome to the 2012 NBA Draft. Tonight marks the realization of a dream for some of the best young players in the world, a reward for their many years of dedication and hard work. It's also a time of extraordinary hope and excitement for our fans and our teams. I know the young men hoping to hear their names called tonight just can't wait to join the NBA family. So let's get started. With the first pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Hornets select Anthony Davis from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Bobcats select Michael Kidd Gilchrist from the University of Kentucky. With the third pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Bradley Beal from the University of Florida. With the fourth pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Dion Waiters from Syracuse University. With the fifth pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Thomas Robinson from the University of Kansas. With the sixth pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Portland Trail Blazers select Damian Lillard from Weber State University. With the seventh pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Harrison Barnes from the University of North Carolina. With the eighth pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors select Terrence Ross from the University of Washington. With the ninth pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Andre Drummond from the University of Connecticut. With the 10th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Hornets select Austin Rivers from Duke University. With the 11th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Portland Trail Blazers select Myers Leonard from the University of Illinois. With the 12th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Houston Rockets select Jeremy Lamb from the University of Connecticut. With the 13th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select Kendall Marshall from the University of North Carolina. With the 14th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select John Henson from the University of North Carolina. With the 15th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Mo Harkless from St. John's University. With the 16th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Houston Rockets select Royce White from Iowa State University. With the 17th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Dallas Mavericks select the 20-year-old point guard from North Carolina State University.